Laredo's mayor revealed today Customs and Border Protection will process about 2,000 Haitian migrants. A tent facility went up near the city to help with that effort. Officials add it takes about 12 hours to process a person. And just like in El Paso, after being tested and/or vaccinated, people will either be sent back to Haiti or into the U.S. if they are in fact granted humanitarian asylum. And we did get a better picture today of what happened to thousands of migrants, mostly Haitians, who were at that bridge in Del Rio for days.
Here's what Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas told Fox News Sunday.
Of the 17,400 that weren't deported back or didn't return on their own to Mexico, how many of them first, how many have been released into the U.S.?
They're released on conditions, yes. and approximately, I think it's about 10,000 or so, 12,000.
Mayorkas says the U.S. government will monitor the conditions on which those Haitians still in the U.S. were released, and there's growing concern about migrants overwhelming another system, Texas prisons. KXAN's Monica Madden sat in on a House Corrections Committee hearing today and learned about the backlog swelling for the criminal justice sector.
It is our job as prosecutors to seek justice, and that is what we are, trying to do in this disaster. It is a disaster.
Texas attorneys and law enforcement officials say they are understaffed and overwhelmed.
It's the #1 operational challenge we have in TDCJ.
As of Monday, there are 903 migrants being held in the Briscoe and Segovia prisons.
We've seen approximately 30 to 40 arrests per day. But what we've heard from the governor's office, those projections, it could go up to as much as 200 cases per day.
That would add up to 73,000 arrests in a year. Officials say the majority of those people have been arrested on criminal trespass charges.
You can arrest as many people as you want to. If you don't have a place to jail them, you're not doing the full process.
In Texas, defendants have to be released from custody if prosecutors delay their case. That deadline for criminal trespass is 15 or 30 days, depending on the charge. But the county attorneys cannot keep up with the demand.
If we reach that 73,000 arrests per year number, we would need something in the ballpark of 250 to 300 attorneys to take those cases. If you look at Kinney County, where most of those arrests are taking place today, they have approximately 10 attorneys on their list.
During the second special session, the state allocated about $3.7 million for county prosecutors to hire more help, but distributing the money is taking time.
Sooner that the supplemental funding is made available to local entities like our Border Prosecution Unit, our prosecutors, our county government, yes, the faster we're able to maybe move cases.
Monica Madden, KXAN News.
Here is a breakdown of where the people arrested are coming from. The most are from Mexico, with more than 500 arrested. Honduras was second, with more than 200 people. El Salvador next. Some made the trip as far away as Venezuela, and more than a dozen arrived in from Cuba. 32 U.S. citizens were charged with human smuggling.